Hey friends, hi everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. My name is Kemi and this is the Kemi-ing way. Please make sure you shop around my channel, okay? I'm sure you're gonna find other videos that resonate with you and that you will love. But while you're at it, if you know you're yet to subscribe to this channel, just do it now, okay? Do it now because trust me, you will forget. And if you're watching this on the TV, you should know that you can also subscribe and like on the TV, okay? Yes, let's get started. Today, like I said, this year, we're helping each other, we're helping ourselves, and we're just going more in the line of God's purpose and will for our life. So, as you can already tell from the thumbnail and from the title, we're getting serious, okay? So let's get started. Today I'm going to be talking about $1 million lessons that I learned in 2025 that's going to move me, that I'm holding tightly into in 2026, and I'm very sure it's going to yield better results, okay? Are you ready? Then let's go. Like I was saying, 2025 taught me lessons that does not come with a price tag. I mean, it is $1 million, and I feel like if I had done those things differently, things might have turned out better. First lesson I'm going to be saying that I need to take better of, though, or one of those $1 million lessons that I learned in 2025 was not planning well, was not having a good plan. Now, I'm going to be talking about this in so many aspects, in so many ways, as in my life as a mom, as my life as a woman, as my life as a content creator, and yeah, as a worker also. I did not plan well. Now, I'm going to be using some experiences from within my house and from outside. Okay, so last year, my husband and my daughter, two of them, because for me I was still taking care of baby, so I don't even have time. I already have so many things on my hands. They had a plan for the year in 2025. Both of them, my husband wrote down his plans that, okay, by the end of 2020, this is what I want to achieve for 2025. My daughter too wrote as. I am happy to announce to you that their plan came to pass. Yes, it did. Which is also just backed up by a Bible verse that talks about having a vision, make it plain, write it down. And so for me, I really did not have a plan per se. I think I wrote something somewhere, and going back to look at that book, I think I found that book recently of where I wrote those plans. I saw that some of those things that I wrote down also, those things happened. So my point is that in 2025, I did not have a plan and I did not make it plain. Now, not just in that aspect, also planning as a woman and as a wife, as a content creator. 2025, I was doing everything and anything. I was going based on vibes, based on vibe check. In 2025, I think the only plan I had was that, okay, yes, every Sunday I will do Sunday lunch vlog. Every month I will do monthly grocery haul. So I was burnt out. That's one thing I can tell you. In 2025, I was stressed. I was burnt out. I was doing everything. I was trying to create content back to back. Sometimes in the morning, I would create content in the morning before going to work. Can you believe that? I would create like meal prep before going to work. Anyways, everything still goes back to the part of not having a plan and just doing everything. So I was burnt out. I was stressed. I was creating content and putting out content. And if you've watched many of those videos, what they will tell you is that have a plan. Don't just create content or don't just put out content for the sake of putting out content. Have a plan. What is your call to action? What is the point? What do you want people to receive from this, or what do you want your goal to be at the end of the day? Which cost me a lot mentally. It cost me so much emotionally, financially, because like I said, I was doing so many things at a time. So this year, this is what I've done differently, or this is what I am doing differently. This year I have a plan. This year, I have written out my vision, or my, as some would call it, resolutions, or what I want to achieve, and I have made it plain. It is somewhere that I can easily have access to. 2025, I didn't even know where I wrote it. That's the first thing. I didn't even know where I wrote it. But now I have it plain. I have a plan for content. I am not just spending the whole day editing and creating content, which also impacted my family, because my daughter will say, "Mommy, you're always on your phone editing. You're always editing content. You're always doing that. You're always doing that." So can you imagine for your daughter to be saying that? And she's like, "That's what you're always doing." So right now, that is no longer my case. I am not spending the whole day. Like when I'm home and I'm back from work, it's time to connect with the kids. It's time to have some fun time with them, to play with them, and not time to create content, to edit content, right? So I now have a time set out separately to edit content. I will now be batch creating content. If I'm creating on Saturday and I'm creating on Sunday, that way when it's time to edit, it's time to edit. So also having planned is that my lunch hour at work, because I mean, if you're someone like me who is doing so many things, you're working, you're a mom, you're creating content, you have so many other side projects you're trying to do, time is a luxury for you. Like 24 hours is probably not enough. So you have to make use of every time you have. So what I'm doing is that even my lunch hour at work is allocated to a specific task. It's not for me to just eat and then play and all of that. It's also time for me to advance myself and do my other side projects that I have. And my time that I have allotted at night when the kids are asleep and I have that quiet time, when I want to do my quiet time and devotion, is also a time. I also have a separate time for me to do some work, and I'm not losing time with the kids. I'm also having some quiet time to do my works. I hope you get that. Oh, that took a while. So that is lesson 1. Now let's go to lesson 2. All right. So another lesson that I learned is that I need to give myself a moment of quietness, a moment of grace. So 2025, I was go. Let's go. I was just going and going. You know, it's funny how we were having this reflection at work and someone said something, and immediately, you know, when you hear something for the second time, it just resonates with you and you're like, oh yeah, that is exactly what it is. And it just gives you that confirmation. So someone said that this year, what I'm going to be doing, or one of my goals for myself, is that I want to take a moment, relax, just reflect, take a moment back and not go. Give yourself grace and appreciate yourself for the battles you've won already, for those steps you've already taken, those successes you've already had. I mean, not neglecting and say, oh no, I'm not working, but just take a little moment to reflect. Don't beat up yourself too hard. You're already here. You've gone this far already. Now, the reason for that, apart from the fact that you're showing, when you're reflecting, I'm showing gratitude or I'm showing appreciation, is also to see that, yes, I have the strength. I can do so many more things. I have done all this already. The reason why is that I was doing so much that I did not even have time to look back at the things I've done. You know, when you say, okay, you've met this target, okay, next one, oh, next one, next target. You keep going and trying to meet the next target, that you don't even go back to see how the last one did, or what went wrong in the last one, because you just keep going. So one thing I'm doing differently this year is that I'm going to be taking moments to reflect, giving myself time to catch up on myself and not forget myself. Because of going and not taking a moment, there are some times that I felt overstretched and, you know, dragged thin. And someone will always say that you cannot give from an empty cup. You have to refill yourself. So that time that you take, or that time I'm going to be taking to take a moment back to reflect, is the time that I'm using to fill myself again, so that I can give from a full cup. I'm not trying to do everything. So I know myself. In 2025, I try to control things. I'm a perfectionist. I don't know if that's the word, but there's always another word for that. Please let me know in the comment section. Some people say, oh, they have OCD. Me, I don't have OCD. What's OCD? something disorder. I don't know what it is, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. People say, oh yeah, I have OCD because I like things. I just like to, should I say I like to I like to be able to control things going on around me. I like things to be nice and good, and like, it's so bad that when someone messes up a place right there and then, maybe Tifa pours her toys on the floor, I want to clean it right now. I want that place to be clean, and I want it to be clean now. So that means non-ending, no stopping time. You always have an activity to do. You're always going back to back to back. No time of rest. So I am taking a moment back. I am taking a moment to see that, okay, it's fine. If I clean it now, she's just going to pour it out again. So why not leave it till night time? So that is what I'm doing, so that I am not stretching myself too thin. I am not being overwhelmed. I'm not being stressed out. I'm not being burnt out. And I am just taking a moment to also catch a breath and relax and enjoy myself. I was telling someone that last year, during my maternity leave, guys, could you believe that I did not finish? I'm not sure if I finished watching any series. I mean, maternity leave, you would say, is a time to just enjoy yourself and relax, enjoy. But for me, no, that was not the case. During my maternity leave, it was almost as if I was working. I did not even have enough time. I did not sleep because I like to be busy. I like my mind to be active. So I was creating content. I was doing so many things during my maternity leave. So I would not really say I enjoyed it. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, so yes, that's one thing I'm doing differently this year. I am going to be taking a moment. I'm going to be reflecting, and I'm not going. I'm taking a seat back, okay? Yeah, that's what we're doing. All right, guys, so the third thing that I want to say is like a million, oh my goodness, which is like $1 million lesson for 2025, was that I did not lean into the right place. Now, let me see how I can reframe this. The Bible says, trust in the Lord in your heart and lean not on your own understanding. So I trusted God, but I was also leaning on my own understanding. I had God, like, at a point, God is my plan A, and I also had plan B. I hope you understand me. And I just learned that if you want God to be your plan A, you cannot have a plan B. I hope you understand me. You can't say, oh God, I trust you, and then you're trying to figure out how it will happen or the alternative. I hope you guys get me. So that's one thing I definitely did not do well in 2025, which cost me a lot, which cost me a cycle of going round in circles. Things that you can trust God, and God will say, no, instead of going there, go here. But when you don't do that, you go here, and then you go like that, you go like that, you go like that, you go like that. I don't want to be like the Israelites, that a journey of, people say 40 days costed them, what, 430 years? I don't want to do that. So yes, that's one thing that is definitely, which is almost like the biggest lesson of all, and which is one of those big things I am doing differently in year 2026, is that I want to lean not on my own understanding. As a matter of fact, I'm telling God, I don't know anything. No. I do not know anything, Lord. I know nothing at all. I don't know what to do. I don't know what steps to take. And one way I've been doing that this year is I'm learning more of God's word. I'm reading more of my Bible. I'm trying to, someone once said that there's nothing you are looking for in this world that is not in the Bible. Like, there's no situation. And the funny thing is that just reading Genesis, I found that what is happening in this world that's not in the Bible. No, think of it. If you're a Bible scholar, let me know in the comment section. And if you agree with me, let me know in the comment section. There's nothing, like, I've just been taking notes. Homosexuality, I found that was even in Genesis. And I was like, what? Lies, murder, murder, of course. First with those twins, what's their name? Deception, Esau and Jacob, Cain and Abel. So many things. Like, just looking at them, like, was not, like, the Bible is just complete. So I was also listening to some Bible some preaching, and they just tell you how some, like, you're reading Bible and you just see a word that is for a situation that you're going through. Anyways, I hope you guys get my point. So my point is that this year, one thing I am doing differently is that I am leaving, and I'm not leaving anything to chances. Yes, I'm not leaving anything to chances. I'm not leaving anything to my own understanding. I'm not leaving anything to vibes. I'm not leaving anything to trends. Rather, I am trusting on God, and this me saying it openly is just like my own public declaration that God, as you see me, so I don't know anything. I'm sorry for speaking PG. Let me speak English for my non-pidgin speaking people. My point is that God, here I am, as plain as I am. I know nothing. I have no idea of way to go about things. Just lead me, direct me, so that I can, manifest your greatness and glory, and all of the plans that you have for me in 2026 can manifest. Okay? I hope you guys get me. Yes. So those are the $1 million lessons I learned. And in 2025, like I said before, those lessons cost me peace. It cost me rest. It cost me mental, what will I call it now? Mental fatigue. It cost me time with my kids. It cost me so many things. It even cost me money. Yes, it cost me money. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this. Let me know in the comment section what you think about all what I have said, all my talk. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section, okay? I really truly want to read from you. So in closing, you can be busy doing everything. You can be busy doing so many things. So someone said not all good things is God things, or not all good things is from God. Yes, it might look like, oh, this is definitely good, but if it's not from God, then what's the point? And let us know that our purpose, our will and purpose is to do the assignment, or that which is of God. And this message really is not for everyone, but I hope it is for you. Okay, so I'm grateful for the lessons I learned, and of course I'm going to be doing things better. This is for you guys to be, for you people to be my accountability partner, and to know that yes, she has said it, I've said it out first. The first step is to speak it out. I've spoken it out, and I know that henceforth we're going to be walking in that line. So yes, thank you so much for watching. So if this video helped you, slow down, listen to it again, share it with someone you think might need to watch this, and thank you so much for listening. I hope you have liked this video so much, and see you in the next video. Bye.